Good day to you guys. Ever know to say good morning or afternoon? I never know who's all gonna be watching. Let's see, let me make sure my sound sounds good here. Alright, what if I actually turned my sound down just a little bit? Just to make sure I was in the yellow and not so much in the red. All right. So yeah, what we're gonna be doing. So for anyone that hops on as of right now, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be changing up the streaming schedule just a little bit. So I did some thinking about this just because I want my stream to be able to grow, and I want the community in the stream to be able to grow as well. And what I'm finding is if I spend 30 hours a week just streaming, I'm missing out on a lot of opportunity for other people to actually find me, and that's, I think, causing some issues with the whole growing the community and growing the stream. So my solution for that as of right now is to actually cut streaming time in half. Now, we're talking about 15 hours of streaming a week, right? I was originally streaming about 30. So we're looking at about cutting that in half, so 15 hours. But what I'm gonna trade for that for you guys is gonna be I'm gonna be creating content outside of streaming, because YouTube is going to be a great platform for me to post on and share content with. To be able to get people to actually find my Twitch stream. And so that's going to be huge. So basically, I'm putting half of my dedicated time into being able to help the stream grow, as well as being able to network with other streamers as well as influencers. And to also kind of work on like promoting stuff like that. Work on like stream maintenance stuff. If I want to add anything to the stream, I'm basically giving myself that time every single week now to be able to accomplish a lot of things. And so just to kind of catch everybody up, so we're gonna keep the same stream days throughout the week. However, we won't be streaming every single morning. At least it won't be guaranteed. It's not going to be a part of my stream schedule. Occasionally you could see me have a spontaneous, morning stream, and if that's the case, then feel free to jump on. Same thing goes with the weekend, but however, there's only going to be 3 days within the week that we will be actually streaming, and we're going to be streaming each day 5 hours, split into 2 sessions. So just kind of give you the rundown here. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, okay, from 6 a.m. in the morning Central Standard Time to 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to have just kind of a hangout and motivational stream. That's kind of going to be what we're going to do. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing now. So the first 30 minutes is going to be hanging out, and then the last 30 minutes will be full of motivation, inspiration, and hopefully some positivity. To send you guys off so you guys can either start your day really well or continue to have a great day. And then on those same days again, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to 11 p.m., we will be doing our gaming streams. Now, the gaming streams are going to look a little different. So if you've been hanging out for a little bit, we've been playing a lot of Valheim. And Valheim's still going to be around. However, it's going to be dedicated to only one of those days. So I actually have each day themed to a specific type of game genre. So let me kind of tell you guys about that. So we've got on Mondays, we're going to be doing story-based gaming. So last night, we went and checked out Journey to the Savage Planet. we actually ran into some crashing errors with the game, but after some updates and some reinstalling of things, the game ended up working out. So we played a little bit of that last night, and I think it's very like quirky and weird and interesting, but a lot of fun. But we're gonna be focused on story-based games on Mondays, just because I think it fits really perfect. You know, it's Monday. A lot of us are probably stressed out. We're tired, and so just to be able to hop on the stream for 4 hours and kind of just be able to hang out and go through a story. It's a very chill stream for a Monday. So that's gonna be what we're gonna do now. Monday, it's nights for me, but you know, from 7 to 11 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, story-based gaming. Tuesdays we're gonna have open world. So we're looking at your Valheims, your Minecrafts, your Ark Survival stuff. I mean, you're looking at just open world. Basically, it gives us a chance to be able to just build whatever we want and be creative and not have limits. And so that's kind of what that's what Tuesdays are going to be. So later tonight, we will be bouncing back into Valheim, most likely, and just keep continuing the world. But we're only going to do that now on Tuesdays, and occasionally we may have spontaneous streams on the weekends. I just don't want to guarantee that to you guys because I created the schedule, so that was a little bit easier on me. And I am realizing very quickly that I do not have my chat pulled up on my phone. So I totally apologize if some of you guys are messaging me here. Let's see, let's get this pulled up here. So yeah, if you guys sent a message, actually, I guess I can go and still check this. Might be able to go into here real quick. Here? No. Channel. There we go. Papa Fridas. Or Papa Frida. How are you doing? Sorry, like I said, because I've got one monitor here, and I use something called Restream to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I have to use my phone to see the chat until I pull it up like this. But obviously, we're not going to be staring at this the whole time. Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing today? But to kind of talk about, kind of wrap the games up here. So we've got Monday, which is story-based gaming. Again, yesterday we were playing the Journey to Savage Planet. Like I said, we had a crash, but we actually got it to work again. So if you, Sarah, or if Michael decides that you guys want to continue to watch that, we got it to work eventually. It did crash and the stream did go down for a moment, but we bounced right back up, and we were able to play about another 45 minutes of the game before the stream ended. If you did miss anything and you want to go back and catch yourself up with everything, feel free. You can go to my YouTube channel, or you can go to the most recent broadcasts or the live streams down below, and you can go and check out whatever you missed last night if you want to be caught up with that whole story and where we're at right now. Again, Tuesday is going to be open world, like we just said. And then Thursdays is going to be round-based games. So round-based games is going to be, you're looking at Call of Duty, you're looking at Among Us, you're looking at anything that's round-based, right? Anything that is, you play a short period of time, and then the game ends, and then you start over again. And I think that's going to be a really good kind of game genre. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a good chance I'll be able to play with a lot of people who are watching the stream. So, you know, being able to play games with some of my viewers will be, I think, really interesting. Hopefully I don't get stream sniped a lot, but I think that also because it'll be just a really exciting time and it'll be more engaging. It'll kind of lead us into Friday, and so it'll be a good stream to end the week on, to be excited for the weekend. But that's what we got going on. So again, I'm just gonna repeat this real quick, and I'll have this in my panels here under the stream on Twitch. So if you need to go back and refer to any of this, you can. But Mondays, story-based gaming. Tuesdays, open world gaming, and Thursdays is going to be round-based games. And then, like I said, each morning from 6 a.m. Central Standard Time to 7, we'll be having just kind of have a hangout period as well as just some motivation. So if you've been here for the motivational streams, then you'll still have that. You'll actually probably have a little bit of extra time to hop on the stream before motivation as well, since we'll be streaming for a solid hour. But Sarah, I'm glad. Hey, you're doing good? That's awesome. Are you ready for today? Are you excited? Anything? You got any plans going on today, or just like school stuff? All right, and then real quick, I'm actually gonna go grab myself something to drink real quick. So I will be right back, and we'll keep chatting here the next 15 minutes or so, and then we'll hop into the motivational stuff. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. Sarah, you said, yeah, I got school and just chilling out. Nice. Hopefully school goes well for you. Hopefully it's not too stressful of a school day, or you know what I mean? You have like a bunch of tests today, or those are always like the worst days for me in high school, was like the days where it just felt like all of your teachers and all your classes had tests in them. Like on the same day. All right, let's watch some funny moments from Friends here while we're waiting. We can do this one here.
Did you know Geico could save you?
Very loud.
Geico. See all the ways you could save.
All right, listen, I got 3 tickets to the Rangers tonight. What do you say?
I say I am there. Cool. Oh, is Ross going too?
No, Janice.
Janice? Because I feel bad for Ross. You know, we always go together. We're like the 3 Hocketeers.
You know, I may be way out on a limb here, but do you have a problem with Janice?
Oh.
All right, and Sarah, you said I'm online on Mondays to Wednesday for school. Okay. Well, then that can't be too bad, right?
Oh,
You just kind of just get to hang out at home and
you know the girl from the
do your homework or do your schoolwork. It's kind of like hang out.
Oh,
That's not too bad then.
I don't hate Janice.
I don't know how schooling is now with like COVID and everything like that.
There you go.
Oh, hey, come on, man. Don't look at me like that. She used to drive you nuts before, too, remember?
Yeah, well, I'm crazy about her now. I think this could be the real thing. Capital R, capital T. Don't worry, those are the right letters.
Look, what do you want me to say?
I want you to say that you like her.
I can't. It's like this chemical thing, you know? Every time she starts laughing, I just want to pull my arm off just so I have something to throw at her.
Thanks for trying. Oh, and by the way, there is no Count Rushmore.
Yeah, then who's the guy that painted the faces on the mountain?
You guys, does this look like something the girlfriend of a paleontologist would wear? I don't know. You might be the first one. Rach, did you check the machine? No. Wait, you know what? This is the outfit that makes my calves look fat. Never mind.
Well, Joey, I wrote a little song today. It's called Get Up.
All right.
It's called Get Up.
Really?
Man, I love Friends.
Like, would you look at that?
I feel like you either are the person that hates Friends or you love Friends. There's like no in between.
I'm already there when you're playing this message. Is that too spooky?
Hi, Rach. Are you there? It's me. Pick up. Rachel. Rach.
What?
Never mind.
Monica, it's Richard. Call me.
Is that message old or new? Old or new? Old or new?
It's old. It's definitely old. Didn't you hear the double beat?
Actually, I don't know if I'm feeling that. We might just go back to the music. Let's see here. I mean, I guess we can get stuff ready for the motivational stuff since we've got like 10 minutes. So let's look up a good positive quote for today. Sarah, are you a coffee drinker? And if so, like, what is your like perfect coffee? So like whatever you like to add in your coffee, because some people just like black coffee, right? They just make it very simple. Other people, they don't like coffee, so they just pour a bunch of sugar in there and creamer. What kind of coffee drinker are you? If you drink coffee at all, maybe you're a tea drinker. Maybe you do like the green tea and whatnot. Who knows? Or maybe you just drink energy drinks. You don't do coffee or tea. You drink like Monsters or I don't even know what drinks they have out now. They've got like Rain and the Bang drinks, Red Bull. What else is there? There's so many energy drinks now. It's ridiculous. I actually enjoy drinking. There's this brand of energy drinks it's pronounced Science, but it's like XY. Here. It's like, yeah, it is. It's these right here. These are delicious, and my favorite one, I think, is the tangerine one here. It's so good. I'm a big like orange flavored type of person, I guess. Like I like orange flavored things, like artificial. I don't know why. It just always tastes really good. It's like imagine it's like a carbonated orange juice without like the juice actually, right? Like it's the same. There's no pulp or anything, but it's just like I don't know. It works, especially for like for breakfast. You said fruit punch and grape flavored drinks for you the best. Yeah, I would like fruit. Sometimes I drink the ices, like the ice drink, where it's like the like zero sugar carbonated drink. And the fruit punch ones are like probably my favorite out of all those, the fruit punch. And then they had like the lemonade one, which lemonade carbonized sounds kind of weird, but it's actually really good. And you said grape flavored things or drinks as well. Grape's all right. Artificial grape is always just like almost like too grapey though. All right, this is the same website we've been using for our quotes. So I think this is the one we did the other day. I don't know if it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday. The one about the sale and adjusting, stuff like that. I don't want to go through. I don't want to like read through too many of these because I want to save some of these. He said, "Yeah, my dad takes some to work all the time." LOL. Oh, the sciences. They're called either like Science with like a Z or science. I don't know, but yeah, I think these might be kind of my go-to because I don't feel bad drinking these necessarily. Like if I drink a Bang, like a Bang will like give me the worst anxiety and headaches like out there. Monsters, we just don't know. Like Monsters are just complete garbage for you. Now, it's totally possible this is complete garbage for me as well, but for some reason, the fact that it says science on there makes me feel better. That and I've drank too many Monsters in my lifetime, so like this is like the new thing for me. Okay, going. Let me see. I like that one actually. We're gonna go with that one. All right. And then we do need to find ourselves a video here. Maybe we'll go with this one. We'll just ad roll through here so that way we can have the video ready. What do you think of this this background music? It's pretty chill, right? Yeah, I've got a Spotify playlist. It's called Chill Beats Music, and it's just like it's just perfect, especially for like just kind of hanging out. Excuse me. Like this is the kind of music I need in the morning. Just like give me time to wake up. Just kind of like I just imagine just like, well, see, you're not a coffee drinker, but like for us coffee drinkers, you know, just being able to like listen to some music like this and like read a book, just like sip on some coffee is just like it's bliss. Ask to get to someone. Go back. All right, here we're gonna ask some questions here real quick while we're just sitting here. What's your? We're just gonna go down the list here. What's your favorite way to spend a day off? If like you have a whole day to yourself, you can do whatever you want. What's your favorite way to spend that day? I think for me, honestly, I have to be productive in my day somehow, somewhere. If not, at the end of the day, I feel like wasteful, if that makes sense. So like for me, it's like every single day I've got to do something in my office for the most part. Now, if I'm actually out of the state and on vacation somewhere, then like obviously I'm not in my office and I feel like that's okay. That's the exception. Like if I'm home and I didn't do anything in my office, like I feel pretty bad. So I would say for me, I guess can I say work in my office if I'm spending a day off? I don't know if we can. Let's say we don't work at all, right? So we can't do anything work related. Honestly, I would probably love to do like go on like a nice trail, like just like go hiking for a little bit and go and grab some breakfast and go to like my favorite stores. Like I'll go to like Vintage Stock, look for pop figures because I love to collect pop figures. Go to maybe GameStop, see what they have, do some shopping, blow some money. Blow some money, eat food, you know, hang out a little bit outside, maybe catch up with some friends, something like that. You said catch up on sleep and reading a book in bed. There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, if you spend a whole day reading in bed, I mean, you could probably knock out a whole book in a day, right? I guess depending on what you're reading. You said your mom has a lot of pop figures in her room. You have some too. Yeah, I have over 300 of them. Majority of them, like almost like 99% of my pop figures are all Marvel. I don't even know if at this angle you guys can see behind me, but I have a lot of my pop figures back there. I just got one new one. Here, I'm gonna try to show you. All right, I got this one here. Because I'm super into my music and rap. This is Logic, and this is brand new, but like I'm so excited that they came out with this one. Just because I've been a fan of Logic for a while now, and honestly, I thought that they would never start making pop figures for like rap artists that I like, and it's crazy that they do. So that's awesome. But yeah, I've got a decent amount of pop figures myself. But let's see here. Oh, it's 6:30, so we need to hop into our motivation here. I think we're gonna keep this list though. This is a good list here. There's like 200 questions, and so maybe the next time we hang out in the morning here, we can just knock out some questions and get to know each other a little bit better. Maybe hopefully, Sarah, we can get some other people in here and get them to answer questions as well, so that way so we've got like a good community of people chatting. Let's go ahead and kind of get into the motivation for today. So we'll start off with the quote here. So let's see. So Albert Einstein. So life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Honestly, it's so true. Because yeah, first off, in general, life is all about balance, right? There's so many aspects of life, right? There's good, there's bad, there's broke, there's rich, there's opposites for everything, and you want to just do your best, honestly, to land somewhere in the middle. Like that's your goal. Like at the end of the day, like, you know, at the end of the day, did you split your day into being half productive and half relaxed, right? Like I think that's totally a safe bet. Because I think no matter what, as long as you've put work in for the day, like you've progressed forward, right? You've moved forward from where you were the previous day. So it's all about balance. And so one thing you can do as well is if let's say you're having an awful day, right? Like everything's gone wrong, you know, it's just an awful day. Just picture like a day where everything's going wrong. And so what you've gotten so far in that day is a bunch of bad, right? A bunch of negativity. Now, if you just sit on that negativity, you're probably going to have a negative day, right? Like you're going to have a negative mindset. You might not be as happy, you know, you're going to probably be in a bad mood. And so what you can do is you can work on balancing that out by having good things in your day. Those things could be things that just you enjoy, right? So for you, it might be that you need to sit down and set an hour of time aside to read a book, right? Or it could just be that you just need to take a little power nap, right? Take a 30-minute to an hour nap. For some people, it is their coffee, it's their Starbucks, you know? So if you're just having an awful start to your day, grab yourself some Starbucks, right? Boost yourself back up. Whatever it is, right? Whatever you feel is going to put you in a better mood or put you in a better place. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's cooking your own breakfast. Like, who knows, right? But it's all about balance. Balance is key. And so I really like this quote. I feel like we haven't covered balance here on the stream before. So I thought this would be a good quote for us. But yeah, just do your best to balance everything out. Like I said, your goal should really be to kind of land in the middle, because if you're landing in the middle, you're probably doing best than most. And and obviously you're gonna have the days where you land high, right, and you land low. But like I said, you just gotta do your best, try to aim for that middle. So that's the quote here. Is there anything that we'd like to add to this quote, or any feedback, anything that stood out for you? You know what I'm realizing now, though? Because there's a particular person I was expecting to be on the stream, but I think he is aware that our motivational stuff was on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but it's changing now. So I realize that's probably why he is not here. So, whoops. Sarah, you said, I just love how you have to balance things within your life. Yeah, it's all about balance. It's all about Zen, right? As cliche as like Zen is being Zen and everything like that, it's just like if you can maintain balance in your life, like it'll put you at ease and it'll put a smile on your face and you will be forever happy. It sounds kind of hippie like to say, but it is very true. And that's, I guess that's all I have to say about it. But yes, balance. Okay. You know what? Something I want to do too. I want to split up these sessions here. So we have 30 minutes, and I'd like to have like 10 minutes dedicated to each session here. So like 10 minutes I'd like to dedicate towards, let's say, inspiration, right? And so, like, for instance, I would love to have like a success story to share with you guys. Maybe it's a streamer, a new streamer that had a very successful day. Maybe they got a bunch of followers, something like that. Maybe it's someone who successfully has been losing weight. Whatever it is, I'd love to be able to have success stories to share here on the stream. I think that because this is a motivational stream, actually showing you guys real people and real results can definitely be eye-opening and kind of remind us that we are all human and that we all have the capability to be better and to reach the goals that we want to reach, right? So I think that's something I want to do, but I want to start splitting it up. So we're gonna have inspiration, positivity, like one just dedicated, like 10 minutes dedicated to just positivity, and then maybe the last 10 minutes we just hammer down on the motivation, so that way I can just send you guys off and you guys will be pumped up and ready to go. But I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. So maybe we can look into some success stories here. We're just gonna wing this right now. Like I said, I'd like to be able to get like people to actually jump on and maybe even discuss, with us, maybe some tips and tricks that they've found worked for them, stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. So I think that's something I'm gonna work on, and that's why it's great. I basically got time back to myself when I shortened my streaming schedule. So it allowed me to go network with other people, so that way I can bring you guys hopefully higher quality content and more content as well. So let's look at these success stories here. So, okay, so these are all going to be just like people, but we're gonna just kind of go through these. So let's see, we've got Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs has been known as an iconic figure for the establishment of Apple, like the biggest company. However, it is extremely shocking to know that the two $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees has been started with only 2 persons in a garage. It is also to be noticed that this great establisher has been dismissed and fired from the company from which he started his career. Further realizing his potential and capabilities, Steve Jobs proceeded further towards establishing this biggest company, which is famously known as Apple. Interesting. So I'm guessing, so what it's saying is, I mean, so I've heard about this before. So yeah, Steve Jobs, basically him and just another guy would just sit in their garage, and I think they just kind of talked about this idea of Apple, right? And day by day, they would think more and more into it and kind of start to write things out and piece it together. And so then eventually, word spread, and it kind of caught fire, but it wasn't like an overnight success, right? I think that's one of the things that a lot of people are not really unaware of, but they don't think about, is a lot of the people that are quote unquote famous, or they're celebrities, or they've made it, right? It wasn't overnight success. There's less than 1% of people out there that make it on literally overnight success, where they literally do something one day and then when they wake up, it's blown up and gone viral. That never happens. It's not realistic at all. But I can tell you this, if you put the work in and you're consistent with your work and you put everything you've got into it, you can still be successful. Whatever you're doing can still be successful. You can still become known for that specific thing. So whatever that is, could be that you want to write books. So maybe you become a well-known author. Maybe it's you want to direct movies, whatever it is, right? But that success isn't overnight. And again, it could start in a garage with another person and lead up to be a business with over 4,000 employees that's worth $2 billion. So, yeah. And as you can see here, it says, I think he was even fired from his own company. But I don't think that necessarily stopped him. He was like, okay. But yeah, so Steve Jobs, see Bill Gates here. Y'all know who Bill Gates is. I don't think he's the richest man anymore, right? I think at one point in time he was, but I don't think that he is the richest anymore. See, it was very much important to Bill Gates to heed lessons of failure in comparison to celebrating the joy of success. This great entrepreneur, who was established in Microsoft, one of the biggest software companies, is a dropout student from Harvard. Furthermore, he has also been known for his self-owned business figure known as, actually, I don't know what this is, Trafo Data, which was one of the biggest failures in history. The entire investment of Bill Gates got vanished, and unfortunately, even the education could also not get completed. But the keen desire and the passion for the computer programming-based stuff led him to establish such biggest... Okay, so this person's English is pretty bad. Such biggest software company with the brand name Microsoft. I want to say Bill Gates, this is a great example of trying something new and giving all you got. And even if that is a failure, right? As it says, biggest failures in history. The truth is that the way he looked at things, though, right, is he looked at it like he was more looking for the lessons in the failures themselves than the joy that came from succeeding. Because really, at the end of the day, the more lessons you learn, the, I guess, less mistakes you could make, right? So the way that he looked at it was that, if he can learn something new that day, if he could fine tune what he was doing, then, really he'd be able to celebrate the business in general, I think, rather than just the small wins. But you could tell where his mind was, right? He was focused on just being better and not being scared of falling flat on his face. Trying to get my phone to actually sit still there. So yeah, I think that don't be scared to try something new, no matter how scary it is. I'll tell you this right now, that you should not be scared, especially like depending on how young you are. But I mean, like, young could literally be 40 and younger. Like, I think a lot of us get scared, when we hit 30, right? We're like, oh, we're getting old. How are you getting old? You have the potential to live 2 more lifetimes of which you've already lived. You have the potential, right? Because I'd only be 90 years old. It's just crazy. Like, and then because the future will most likely aid us in exceeding our like life expectancy, right? Like, you could easily live to 80 or 90 years old, like perfectly fine. And so what I'm saying is though, like 30 or 40 years old, like you could literally live your life all over again. It's basically like having 2 lives, right? And so it's like we get stuck in this mindset of like, oh, we're gonna run out of time, and like it's ridiculous. So what I'm saying is if you're younger than 40, why not take a risk? I mean, there's plenty of ways to bounce back if necessary, but like, take a risk, it's totally worth it, because at the end of the day, for me, I don't regret the things I do. I regret the things I don't do. And so I think it's super important. I mean, honestly, like, if you're in your 20s, try out real estate. Why not? Right? Yeah, because you don't look into it yourself. But real estate can have it's like high risk, high reward type of thing. But if you can start practicing that now when you're younger, you could potentially be really successful later on. It's like, try that now, because you are so young. And I mean, young could be, like I said, it could be 30, 35. I mean, even technically, in my opinion, 40 is still considerably young. It's not old necessarily. So yeah, don't be scared to try things. All right. And we're gonna finish up with Albert Einstein here, and then we will turn our eyes over to some really good motivational stuff, and then we'll end the stream. But Albert Einstein is a well-known scientist and extraordinary genius personality known by almost all of us all over the world due to his great inventions and contributions towards science. He quoted that success is a failure in progress, and someone who has never failed cannot truly be a successful person. During childhood, he suffered from continuous failures. So this kind of sounds like Bill Gates all over again with his whole like failing, stuff like that. He was not even able to speak fluently until the age of 9 years, following which he was expelled from school. Furthermore, his admission to this fancy school was also not considered, but leading to the ways of success the ways of success consistently, he proved himself as a renowned gem in the ocean of science, and finally won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. So I'm gonna kind of go about it a little differently than I did Bill Gates, but Albert Einstein was nothing but average. And people are gonna probably hate that I say that, or not to say hate it, but people are probably gonna disagree with that quote. But what I mean by that is Albert Einstein had flaws, like all of us do, right? And he was considered slow to speak fluently, right? At the age of 9, he wasn't able to speak fluently, just like English, right? Or just be able to like talk and make sentences perfectly fine until he was 9 years old. That would be considered slow, you know? He was also expelled from school, right? So, I mean, just imagine in the day that, in the time that we live in, somebody whom not only struggles to be able to actually just speak full sentences, but also is expelled from school. Most people wouldn't look at a person like that and think that they're going to win a Nobel Prize at all, right? I mean, who knows even if they're going to, I don't know, graduate. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I think at the end of the day, Albert Einstein was just an average person, and he just wasn't scared of failure. And so with that, he he was able to learn a lot more, because honestly, if you can face failure head on, like I said, you're going to learn a lot more than somebody who isn't. Somebody who is too scared to try something new. And that's going to, you're going to become a lot more adaptable. And just honestly, overall, more, smarter, because you've experienced certain things in life, because you've actually pushed yourself to try those things. So I think the one thing I want to say here about Albert Einstein again is that he was just kind of an average Joe. But he, again, just wasn't scared of failure, and he was consistent as well. So consistently, right? And I think that's the other thing too. So be open to try new things. Okay, we're all human. We're all the same. Okay, we all are scared of trying something new, or we get uncomfortable because we're outside of what we're used to. But don't let that phase you, right? Still try to do new things, and also be consistent, right? I think those are the key things to take away here from Albert Einstein and his success story. So yeah, these are some success stories here. Like I said, I'd like to be able to actually get some success stories from people viewing the stream. I think that would be awesome, or just other streamers. I think that'd be really cool. But that is that. And then let's go ahead. We're gonna jump into the motivational video I've got for you guys today. So this one is "I Can Do This," powerful motivational speech. So we're gonna jump into this, discuss it at the end. We'll end it with successes and commitments, and then we will end it. So let's jump into this video here real quick. And here we go.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knocked out. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, "Yep, that's it." Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, "I got him. I got this kid up against the rope." Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. World was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, "What happened?" And Buster Douglas said, "Listen to me. It's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died." Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, "I can wake up and I can live for mom." Your why is gonna push you when you can't push yourself. Because some days you're gonna say, "I don't want to get up." But that why is gonna say, "I'll push yourself. Get up." Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up. When you want to quit and give up, your why is gonna give you that lift that you need to get to the next level. Your why. And when that thing tells you to quit, you look at it in his eye and say, "I ain't going nowhere. I will break you before you break me." You've been through so much hell. You don't quit now. It's the 10th round. You got 2 more to go. And when you get to success, it's not about skill. When you get to a certain level of success, it's about stamina. It's about, "You won't break me. You can't take me. I fought too long. I fought too hard. I'm unbreakable now."
Everybody can stand up and do good when everything is all good. Everybody can smile when the sun shines. Everybody can do right when everything is going right. Everybody can do that. But everybody can't face opposition, adversity, and challenges and say, "I've been waiting on you to come. I'm going to embrace you, and I'm going to figure out a way to use you, because you will never turn me into a different person. You will never make me a person that people don't recognize before the adversity." When life knocks your butt down, I need you to get back up, and I need you to go heavy on it. When uncertainty creeps in, I need you to get up and get right back on the thing that knocked you off, and I need you to go heavy on it. When something doesn't turn out the way you want it to turn out, I need you to attack the very thing that didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to turn out, and I need you to go heavy on it. It's never about the competitors. It's about what we possess and what we do.
Learn to be your own booster. Start building yourself up. Start encouraging yourself. Start saying, I can do this. I can make this happen. When I start trying to convince myself I can be a businessman after flopping and failing and losing thousands of dollars and feeling stupid and dumb, I had to talk to myself because people were saying to me that I was dumb. I had to say, no, Les. Hey, come on, man, get yourself together. You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right, this is your training period. This is a tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You got to say yes to your life. You've got to say yes. Yes to my dreams. Yes to me. I can make it. Yes, I can. Doesn't matter how many failures I've made. Doesn't matter how many mistakes I've endured. Doesn't matter about my defeats. Doesn't matter about what I've done. Yes. Yes. I don't care about the fact I'm in a hole now. Doesn't matter about where I am. The last chapter to my life has not been written yet. If you judge me now, you'll judge me prematurely. I'm still in the process of transforming my life. I'm still in the process of becoming. Yes.
Alrighty. So, I like how we go from this like huge motivational speech to just some like just chill music. Kind of anticlimactic a little bit. But let's go ahead and discuss some of the things that stood out from that video in particular. So, like we always do, I will start off first and mention all of the things that I noticed. And then feel free, even while I'm doing this and going through my notes here, feel free to also share what you found valuable out of the video here, just so that way we can kind of cover everything we can. So first things first is just getting back up, right? So I mean, the fight isn't over until you are like out, right? So if you can get back up, right? So don't give up on yourself, don't give up on what you're trying to do. Just keep moving forward. One of the things, and I've heard this before, but I wanted to mention it because I love this quote. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right? There's a reason why not everyone is an Olympic champion, right? Because it's not easy, right? If becoming an Olympic champion was as easy as going and applying for it online, I think a lot more people would be Olympic champions, but that's not the case, right? There's a lot of work that goes into being the best at that particular sport, or I guess whatever we would call that, right? The event, whatever event it would be. It takes lots of work and a lot of time to get to that. But that kind of segues me into the next thing here. A lot of times, and this is again my opinion, they are just normal people. These Olympians, right? These people that do the almost impossible, right? They are just normal people. The only thing is it's about stamina and not skill, right? Because it's all about how long can you last? How long can you keep going? It's a fight against your endurance more than it is about your skill or your talents. It's as simple as that. Skills you build up over time. Honestly, you just do. As you are consistent and you practice over and over and over again, you become better and you become more consistent with that skill. That's what it's about. Stamina, right? Stamina over skill. So what I'm going to say right now is, if whatever you're wanting to do, if you feel like right now you don't have what it takes to be as good as somebody else, you do. It just takes time, and you've got to be consistent. But if you have that endurance in you and you have that fight to keep going and practice consistently, even if it's not every single day, maybe it's every other day, or maybe it's so many times a week. But if you can practice consistently, again, it's all about endurance. It's all about stamina. So you can do anything that you want to do. You just got to stay consistent. The other thing too is, what's your why? We've talked about this before as well, but I think it is so important, because if you can remind yourself the reason why you're doing what you're doing, it is very powerful. For instance, I'm going to use me as an example. Why do I stream, right? Well, I know that for me, influencers, specifically YouTubers and rap artists, for me, were actually, they are why I am the person I am. For the most part, I feel like I was just a very reserved kid. I lacked confidence in myself and everything like that. And a lot of times I leaned towards those people. And so for that, I looked up to them. They were my role model, right? Well, real quick, I'm gonna try to fix my camera here, so I'm actually like in the middle of the screen. There we go. It's a little bit better. But they were my role models, and so for me, it's like I want to be able to be that person for someone else, right? I look at it like there's a kid out there that is just like me, that's looking for somebody to look up to. And that's who I could be for that person. And I mean, it's not, I don't do this just for that specific situation, but like I do it because I can be that role model for somebody. I can influence people to do good, and hopefully inspire people to live a happy life and to enjoy life. And also I'm a people's person, so I like to get to know people, and this is a way that I can do this, right? It's crazy. It would be stupid of me not to take advantage of the internet, right? Because you know, not even 30 years ago, people would be able to have the ability to get to know people the way that I have the ability to get to know people. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's my why though. That's why I do this. And of course there's even more to it, but just to kind of cover the surface, that's why I do this. And if I can remind myself every single morning that, you know, hey, I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock this morning, so that way I can get up and get ready, so I can go out there and inspire some kid or inspire somebody out there that's watching the stream. That's my why. And honestly, if I can impact one person or change one person's day by being able to do that, that's all that matters to me, and that's my why. So find your why, find that reason that pushes you to keep going, because it's so powerful, and you've got to know the reason why you're doing something you're doing, or else you're going to probably eventually quit doing what you're doing because it's not going to make sense to you, right? You're not finding any value in doing what you're doing. So again, find your why. Use I will statements, right? So like, I'm gonna call out my girlfriend for a moment here, but like a lot of times I'll be like, you know, have a great day. And, you know, typically her thing will be like, I'll try, right? But it's like the I'll try is already preparing you mentally to not have a good day. So in that circumstance, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, I guess, but I think it can be a reinforcement to staying positive and actually having a good day. If instead of saying, you know, you would try, you would say, yeah, I will. Because you're having this confidence in yourself, and that you want to have this good day. And so I think that using I will statements is super, super important. I mean, and you can use that for anything, right? I will lose 20 pounds. I will work out 3 times a week, or I mean, whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? But use I will statements. And then the last thing here is life is one big training session. You're never gonna catch a break because you're always in the gym training. That's what life is. Life is all about training, right? Learning, adapting. That's exactly what life is all about. And so, but if you can keep going back into that gym, you can keep going back into life every single day. And you can, again, you're going to go back to that stamina. If you can continue to learn and adapt and move forward, even if it's one step forward every single day, like you're gonna make it somewhere. And so, yeah, but I just wanted to mention, yeah, look at it like this. Life, like I said, is one big training session, and you're always going to be learning, and it's just life. But that's what I have to say about all of this here. So those were my notes for that video in particular. Sarah, was there anything that stood out to you that you wanted to mention here on the stream? And then real quick, while you do that, I am going to quickly, you said, yeah, I agree with you on that. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm glad that you agree with me on everything there. Like I said, take some of that, take some of the things that we talk about here and try to incorporate those, into your life or into your everyday practices, the best that you can. But we're gonna jump into commitments and successes real quick, and then we're gonna end the stream here. So successes first. So so yesterday I was actually able to prepare some things for some content creation later this week that I will be able to hopefully post on YouTube this weekend. So that'll be really exciting, and I'm really excited to share it with you. If you follow me on TikTok, you've probably already seen a sneak peek of what I'm talking about for my music reaction videos. But I think I did something pretty unique, and hopefully it'll stand out, and I hope you guys appreciate it. But we did that. I spent a lot of time just kind of reevaluating my streaming schedule. And so that's why we are where we are now. And I actually started working on a kind of a game I'm creating for my viewers. So when we have our 30-minute cooldown period on stream, we're gonna go and we're gonna hop into this little game I'm creating for us, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's very simple, but I think it's gonna be engaging. It's gonna include you guys. So you guys will be the ones making the decisions within the game that I'm creating, and so I think it's going to be really interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy that as well. But that's what I did yesterday. Those are my successes, and on top of that, just staying positive. My commitments for today are going to be just again, have a great day at work. I want to stay productive and positive, and then also just honestly, coming home, we got the stream going on tonight, so we'll be hopping into Valheim, and we'll be streaming for a couple hours. I don't have this game that I'm talking about completed yet, but I think we will include a 30-minute cooldown session, and we can go through some questions just to get to know each other a little bit better. So if you do want to join in on that, feel free to join in tonight. Again, it's going to be 7 o'clock at night, Central Standard Time, and we'll be streaming for another 2 hours. Actually, no, tonight, I forget. So yeah, tonight we're actually streaming till 11, so it'll be 4 hours. So we'll do like an hour and 45 minutes, and then cooldown session, and then another hour and 45 minutes in Valheim. So that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, those are my commitments, I guess, for the day. To just having a positive day, staying productive at work, and then coming home and being productive here on the stream as well. So that's where I think I'm gonna end it today, guys. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I can catch some of you on the stream tonight. Sarah, have a great day doing your schoolwork and just kind of hanging out. Hopefully your schoolwork isn't too difficult for you today, and hopefully that goes by pretty quick. But yeah, I'm gonna see you, Sarah. I'm gonna end it here, guys. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and like I said, I will see some of you guys hopefully tonight. So